I'm guessing a lot of you want to be parents one day. Maybe you already are, or you're planning on being a parent in the near future. But imagine if your child could not make eye contact, say I love you, or bear being touched. These are just some of the struggles parents with children with autism face every day. I think a lot of you will be surprised at how likely this could one day be your reality. Today, I'll be telling you guys about autism, what the symptoms are, and some treatment options available. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is becoming fairly common. The United States Department of Health and Human Services stated that about 1 in every 54 children in the United States has autism. This number is very shocking, and the prevalence of the disorder continues to rise over time. Johns Hopkins School of Public Health released an article stating that this statistic is a 10% increase from the latest report that was released just 2 years ago. At this point, many of you may be wondering, what exactly is autism? As defined by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, autism is a developmental disability that can cause significant social, communication, and behavioral challenges. This disorder is classified as a spectrum disorder, meaning there are a wide variety of symptoms, skills, and impairment levels between individuals. With that being said, autism affects people in very different ways, and it can range from mild to severe. This disorder can affect people of all ages, ethnic, racial, and economic groups. However, it is 4 times more likely in boys than it is girls. The signs of autism are generally detected within the first 2 years of a child's development, making it categorized as a developmental disorder. The National Institute of Mental Health states that the main symptoms of autism are difficulty with communication and interaction with others, restricted interest in repetitive behaviors, and also symptoms that hurt the person's ability to function at work, in school, and other areas of their life. Most people with autism share these symptoms. However, the severity and number of symptoms can differ between individuals. Autism causes impairments when it comes to both verbal and nonverbal communication. They often have difficulty developing language skills and understanding what others are trying to say to them. They may struggle to understand hand gestures, facial expressions, body language, and vocal tones. This makes it hard to communicate with people, especially those of their own age. Again, autism is a spectrum disorder, so some children may not be able to communicate at all. Some may have very limited speaking and communicating skills, while others may have very extensive vocabularies. Many people wouldn't think that a child with such an extensive vocabulary has autism. However, these children still struggle with those nonverbal communication skills. So things like making eye contact, understanding hand gestures, understanding emotion, and the list can go on. People with autism also engage in repetitive behaviors. This can be things such as repetitive movements and having obsessive behaviors. Some repetitive movements may be things such as hand flapping, rocking back and forth, or having repetitive movements with objects. The obsessive behaviors can include fixating on one object or topic, meaning they only want to talk about that one thing. Having physical routines, such as tapping on the floor 3 times before they get up. Maybe turning a light on and off every time before they leave a room. They constantly fix things or move things that aren't right to them, and they stay on a very strict schedule because they do not adapt well to change. Due to their struggles understanding the world around them and that communication impairment, people with autism may behave in socially inappropriate ways, be aggressive, have tantrums, or hurt themselves or others. All of this combined can have a huge effect on the person's ability to function. So how can we help these individuals? While there is no cure to autism, there are luckily some treatment options available. Today, I'm going to be talking about the main treatment option available, which is ABA. I'm a registered behavior technician, and I work with children that have autism on a daily basis. I provide ABA, which is Applied Behavior Analysis. Autism Speaks describes ABA as a therapy based on the science of learning and behavior. Analyzing behavior can tell us the function of the behavior and why it is occurring. how behavior can change in different environments, and how learning occurs. The Board Analyst Certification Board, or BACB, states that treatment approaches based on ABA have been empirically shown to be effective in a wide variety of areas. ABA is considered an evidence-based practice by the U.S. Surgeon General and by the American Psychological Association. The purpose of what I do is to increase desired behaviors while decreasing less desirable behaviors. Those behaviors can be behaviors that are harmful to the child, people surrounding them, and the child's ability to learn. Using reinforcement is one of the main components of ABA. When the child partakes in a desired behavior, they will get reinforced. The reinforcement varies depending on the child. So certain children would like things such as tokens, toys, high fives. The purpose of this reinforcement is to get desired behaviors to occur more often. One thing that I personally love about ABA is that the programs are not the same for everybody. All of the programs are specifically written for each individual to help them meet their personal needs. Some programs may focus on communication and language, social skills, self-care, play, motor skills, and also academic skills. So you all may not share the love that I have for people with autism, but I hope after this speech, you guys are all more knowledgeable about what autism is, the symptoms, and the treatment options available.